Have you ever clicked on a website and it just takes forever to load? Yeah, me too. And honestly, I leave the website instantly. And that's why website is everything online in today's era. So in this video, I'm going to break down how you can optimize your website speed so that you have a higher retention on your website. So let's talk about how you can optimize your website one by one. So I have created this Miro board uh, so that we will discuss all the things in detail. So let's talk about how to speed up your website for a smooth UX, which is user experience. So now let's first talk about why website speed master first. Every second delay on your website is equal to up to 20% fewer conversion, which means that every second there is a delay on your website loading, you are on the way to lower your conversion by 25%. Also, Google uses speed as a ranking factor, so you need to make sure that if your website is not ranking, then you can check your website speed, that how your website is doing in speed. Also, the third point is faster site builds more trust and credibility. So you must have seen some of the website which loads faster and it builds trust immediately and credibility as well. So this is the reason why speed matters in today's era, and you need to take care of speed very carefully. So now I will show you how you can optimize your speed in 5 simple step-by-step process. So to optimize the speed of your website, the first step which we can do is optimize the images of our website. And to optimize the image, what you can do is compress the images. There are many plugins which you can use that will help you to optimize your images. The only thing which you need to make sure that your image are in WebP format, and because its size is very small, that's why you need to make sure that you are using the WebP format. There are many plugins like TinyPNG, Ascus, and any plugin you can choose which will help you to convert your normal image in WebP format. The second step is use responsive images. If you will use the responsive images, it will help you to build the credibility, and also people will trust you that yeah, you have put in some time before choosing the images. So this was about how you can optimize the images. The second point is clean up your code, which means that whatever the code or any script which you are not using and that is not in use, you need to remove that thing immediately without giving a second thought. This is also written here. If you have a CSS which you are not using, immediately remove that if you don't need that in future time. If you have a JavaScript code as well, you can remove that if you don't need that. Now let's talk about second point, that how you can clean up your code, which is remove unused script, and if you have any plugins which is not active, just delete it so that you don't have many things on your website which is not in use. Now let's talk about the third point. What you can do is you can use CDN, which stands for Content Delivery Network, that will help you to distribute your content across global servers. What that will do is, let's suppose if you are searching for any website near your location, then in that case you will not the browser will not take that much long to load your images and all, because it is stored on global servers. Now let's talk about its another point, which is visitors loads from the nearest location is equal to faster speed. That I have told you already, that if visitors are searching for your website from your nearest location, the global server will help them to help search engine to load your website faster. Now let's talk about the third point, which is enable browser caching, which means that let's suppose if you have visited any website, the browser caching will store the recent activity of you which you have done to that website, whether you have checked out their about us page, whether you have checked their contact us page. So what it will do is it will load those pages immediately without having to load all the things from going to server and all. And also this is also written here that store elements locally, so repeat visitor don't load everything, that I have explained you already. If the visitor have already visited your website, then they don't have to load all the things when they will visit the website again. What this will do is it will give you many benefits, that it will help the user that your website is giving good user experience without having to load everything and all. So this was the third point, or so this was the fourth point, that how you can optimize your website. Now let's talk about the last point, which is hosting and server optimization. So most people think that I will buy the hosting and domain and then I will not have to worry about anything. They buy the cheap domain, and that will also affect your website speed. So with there are two things which you can do, whether you can upgrade your hosting to VPS, or you can buy a managed hosting for better performance. Most oftenly cheap shared hosting kills the speed. So if you have bought the hosting from cheap hosting provider, then it will also affect your website speed. Now let's talk about the pro tip which I'm going to tell you here. Run your site through Google PageSpeed, Insight or Gmetrics. What it will do is it will give you a free speed score and exact fixes tailored to your site. So if you don't want any developer or anyone who will help you to optimize your speed, you can just go to these any of these websites and put in your website, and it will help you. It will give you exact step-by-step process what you have to do in your website, so your website speed will be optimized. So always remember that smooth user experience always start from website speed. So if your website speed is not that good, then you need to focus on that. So this was all about this video. I have tried to explain all the things which you need to optimize your website speed in simple step-by-step process. If you find this video useful, like this video so that you will see more videos like this, and if you want, you can subscribe it. Otherwise, I will see you in the next one. Thanks.